What are the keys to success? As I'm sure you are aware, there have been many books written on this topic. The one thing that is very important to do before discussing the keys to being successful is to first define success. For some people, being successful is obtaining a specific job or income. For some, it is achieving a certain amount of net worth. For others, it's a university degree or degrees. Then there are others who don't feel like they've made it until they get a certain house with a certain square footage, a specific type of car, or until they get married and have kids, or until they have obtained all of the above. Is obtaining any or all of these things really what success is? And if that is the case, can someone achieve all of these things and still not be happy? In other words, does success equal happiness? Can you be considered truly successful if you are not happy? There are no shortage of stories or examples of people with enormous wealth and material things who destroy themselves with drugs and alcohol, and some who just flat out take their own lives. The Holy Bible tells us the following in Proverbs 16:1-9. The plans of the heart belong to man, but the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. All the ways of a man are pure in his own eyes, but the Lord weighs the spirit. Commit your works to the Lord, and your plans will be established. The Lord has made everything for his purpose, even the wicked for the day of trouble. Everyone who is arrogant in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Be assured he will not be unpunished. By steadfast love and faithfulness, iniquity is atoned for, and by the fear of the Lord one turns away from evil. When a man's ways please the Lord, he makes even his enemies to be at peace with him. Better is a little with righteousness than great revenue with injustice. The heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. To me, these scriptures make it very clear that our Creator put everything on this earth, including us, for a purpose. And although we may make our own plans, which are pure in our own eyes, our plans in most cases are not pure because they are typically focused on material things, when what's important to God is our spirit. Verse 3 tells us to commit your work to the Lord and our plans will be established. Verse 7 tells us that when a man's ways please the Lord, he makes even his enemies to be at peace with him. You see, peace is a very key element to a true, unworldly spiritual success. Verse 8 explains to us why so many people with enormous amounts of money, who by worldly standards are considered successful, but yet many of these people struggle in their marriage or marriages, and many are victims of substance abuse. The reason is because most of these people are not living right or righteously. So to sum this up by including verse 9, although as worldly people we make our own plans to achieve what we believe to be success, the Lord establishes our steps. However, this only happens if we first do what verse 3 tells us to do, which is to commit our work to the Lord. If we put God first and seek his purpose for our lives, God will direct our steps and our lives, and we will be successful because we have surrendered our lives, our plans and our will to the Lord, and therefore we are walking in lockstep with what he created us for. For we will then have love, joy, and peace and salvation regardless of how much wealth we have or don't have. Hallelujah. Did you hear what I just said? I basically said it's not about the money. The devil is deceiving the world and causing people to sacrifice their souls and lose out on the gift that God has for them by making people think that it is all about the money and material things. So the way I see it, there is a worldly success and there is a spiritual success. Except for me, the worldly success does not seem to be success at all. But what do you think? Let me know if this makes sense to you. Thanks for watching. God bless. Peace and love.